Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a different episode here on the channel. We're going to be going through all the equipment in the new, right here, Plains and Prairie DLC that Farming Simulator just came out with. I just bought everything. There's 100 options to every single one of these, as you guys know. But I kind of just wanted to see everything. I haven't taken a look at it. The video is going to come out tomorrow, which is gonna be June 8th. I think this came out 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Does it have it on there? A couple days ago, sometime in the last week it came out. Obviously I was at work and didn't have a chance to actually look at it much, if at all, until now. I just knew it was coming out, and I was super excited with some of the things that were in it. And yeah, so anyways, we're going to be going through all of these, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I'm super excited about, some of the things that I think would be cool, and then we'll kind of, there's a couple tractors that I want to see some of the options on, so we'll kind of go through that too. But yeah, so I know this is going to be different, but I hope you guys kind of enjoy. I know my channel has been stagnant and kind of boring lately, but if you guys can do me a favor, make sure you leave a like down below, make sure you're subscribed so you can follow along, and I can gain some of that motivation back to do a little bit better on some of these going forward. But yeah, anyways, with that, let's go ahead and do a tour, and I hope you enjoy. So first up here, you got a bunch of versatile. So there's actually only one loader, but I accidentally double tapped enter when I clicked buy on this, so I just decided not to sell it because I don't really care that much to go in and buy or sell it and whatever. But hey, you guys don't just want to see it. So yeah, we got versatile. I'm very excited the versatile's in the game. I've been kind of wondering why I didn't see many mods from it, and I don't follow the news very much, but for Farming Simulator, but I assume that some of these brands and why we didn't see good mods of them or stuff like that is because of this exact reason, because they're in here. Like, yeah, we'll get to some of them. But yeah, they got one of the smaller ones, 100 series tractors. You know what? Let's just go look at it. That's where we're going. This button is the one, and we're going to go in here. So, wheel setup, and we get... Oh, you can. Oh, and they're the good duels, not... Oh, yes. They're not the crappy European style duels. That's exciting. I love that. Ready. Let's go. You can get 200. What was that? Max horsepower one? Actually, we could just look at 272. This can get 400. US style wheels. Gimme. Yes. Oh, and they're the big ones too. Yes, and then they had the Narrows. Way too excited for that. Sorry. Alright, so then you got a couple Fords and a couple old Versatiles. Yeah. Big Ford. I'm not as excited about these because most of my things, mainly, even in real life, mainly why I'm kind of excited for these two styles is because these are going to be more realistic tractors to what I'm going to have in real life, whereas these bigger ones I'm not ever probably going to have unless I find one for really cheap. So, yeah. Yeah. Then this odd boy, the old Versatile, Big Roy, 1080, 600 horse. Let's top speed on this puppy. I think we have to, right? Nope, wrong tractor. Oh, and it's got, oh, come on. They're too close together. Got it. Oh, it is? Okay, I see. Oh, it's just 13 miles an hour. I could just look at the speedometer down there for the cruise control. 13 whole miles an hour. Moved it. That would really suck driving this. Like down the road or anything like that. Just take all that. The inside of the cab look like. Oh, they put a camera for the hitch, but it's not a live camera, so yeah. Ooh, I kind of like the cab though. It's got space. Whoa, very spacious. extra seating. The Delta track. It is so called the Delta track. Beautiful interior as always. And the newer cabs. I think that goes up to 600 horse as well now. Then we got some Vaderstad. I know that's not how you say it. Don't care. I'm calling it Vaderstad because Darth Vader. But anyways, so you got a couple drills for them. I believe there's two. No, one. There's only one. It's a big boy. Then you got a planter from them. So I'm kind of excited about this. Not as excited as some of the other things here that we'll get to. This one, I'm excited. I'm more excited about this than that. And then I'm going to say that because it's going to change here in a second too again. But we got a Brant 2500 grain cart. Don't know much about them. Just know that one of the local dealerships has one of these sitting on the lot for the last couple of years, or had a version of it sitting on the lot for the last couple of years, and I just thought it was cool. Anyways, yeah. So then we got the Salford. So I'm more excited about this than almost anything previous because it's an air bar fertilizer spreader. So I think that's cool. I kind of wanted that in the game for the entire time. I want an air bar instead because it's kind of more realistic to how we put fertilizer on around here more now than in, yeah. I mean, past we used to broadcast everything, but even our lime we almost strictly put on with something like this because of how ridiculous the wind is most of the time during the spring anymore. So, yeah. And next up, which you'll see this in one of the series, I think, coming up. Could be wrong. But there was a mod that came out with some smaller versions of this, one of the Salford discs. And I'm very excited about this because you got to see it on other bigger farmer YouTube channels up in Minnesota. They've had them for years. But yeah. Or they've had them on the channel for years, and we just down here in my area of Northwest Iowa, we don't have as many around here. I think I've seen a couple around. I just don't know whose they are. Oh, yeah. There's just no dealer close by that really supports them, and yeah, they just need to expand their footprint a little bit more. We're also pretty close to some pretty steep hills, so you kind of some of the bigger farmers that farm some of those hills along the Missouri and Big Sioux up there and Little Sioux, they get into some pretty big hills, and so they can't really do too much tillage, and it's kind of what holds us back sometimes. Then we have a live bottom trailer. I literally, this is one thing that have not looked at much, but it's kind of cool. They use these more in our area for hauling DDGs for cattle feed. I think we call it wet cake most of the time. I think DDGs is the dried version of wet cake. So, not positive though. So, yeah, anyways. And then the GEA stuff. This I'm very excited about because in the last, and I'm pretty sure there's more options. I would assume there's more options. There's usually like disked versions where it's a direct injection system for the manure. But to these ones, actually, you can raise and lower the tires. We've seen that for the last 10 or so years. When they get heavier, they can drop another axle down to spread out the compaction and stuff. Then you got a tanker that can just go to the field for the guys. So they don't have to leave the field, which helps with compaction and also not spreading mud all over the road, which a couple of our neighbors last fall needed to chill out because as dry as it was, they decided they wanted to spread manure when it was wetter because they thought it was going to just keep raining, and then it only rained for a week. And yeah, anyways, my obvious opinions about people just not taking care of the roads that we live on sometimes. Anyways, the probably most exciting thing to me is these Fent sprayers. Oops. Well, I do want to. They are okay. Because, which I've heard bad things about them from some of the guys that work at co-ops. But there's a lot of these around all of a sudden because ACO gave them a hell of a deal, is my understanding on them. But there's a lot of them around, and I just thought they were really cool. It's different than just seeing the deer and Hagee and case ones that we usually see. So, just typical ACO cab though. Yep. So, five. But I like that it helps. I had a version of this on the game, or a mod of this that was on 24, and it was just a very crudely done mod. I don't want to make fun of the guy that did it because I understand modding is time consuming, but they basically just took their big track tractor and threw it on a sprayer body, which is not what the sprayers actually look like at all. Also, International has a truck in here now, so that's cool. But the yeah, as you can see, there's many variations of this, and I'm very excited to have an air bar on it too. And I believe there's even an option for a dry box for these Fent Rogators. You can go 973, which gets you 365 horse. Air bar fertilizer. Yep, so yep, you got just a dry box normal spreader. And then you got a different type of. No, that is just the sprayer one. And you can have a 1,300 gallon tank, 40 meter wide. Holy crap. Which I know 40 meter wide isn't that wide comparatively. I've seen 100, actually, that might be the 150 or 140 foot booms that I think Deere's had for a couple of years. But, oh, and then they also have spot spraying. That's cool. Also with modulation. I love it when I know a lot of people have been shitting on Farming Simulator recently for whatever reason, for a game that just came out 6 months ago, and yeah, it's a lot better than they just need to play some of the first-person shooter games that usually, I mean, me and my friend were playing a different game earlier today that it's been out for 10 years, and there's still some of the same glitches that have been there for 10 years, so I'm just, to get into that, to end that with a nice little bow on it, the reason I'm saying that is because I love it when Farm Sim Giants makes mods that we actually can enjoy. Like us North American Midwest farmers can enjoy. Because they usually stick to the European brands and the European style, at least in the last couple. And then we just don't get mods made by giants that are actually, for us. Or for the style of farming that we have or do. So it usually just kind of bugs me because then we're just stuck with, like these tractors over here. Why I was so excited about the duals, the narrow duals, was because they actually match American style duals. And not just stuck on European style tires or European wide tires or something like that, So, and I know a lot of people that are going to be watching this video are probably on the same boat, or I know for a while there were a lot of German viewers for however reason you guys were watching this. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all you guys supporting the videos. And I'm not crapping on Europeans. I love your guys' style of farming. I think that us Americans need to get back into different farming styles than just monocropping, basically, our corn system in the Midwest. And some of you guys are going to argue corn and soybean system, but realistically, the only cash crop we have left is corn at this point. And soybeans are only thrown in there because we need a break. Otherwise, you guys are going to, I mean, not that far away, I know a field that has 30 years of corn on it. So, yeah. So, it's going to wreck our soil if we keep farming the way we are, is all I'm going to say. And I'll get off my soapbox, and you guys will probably all dislike this video at this point. And yeah. So, anyways, again, thank you, Giants. I think you're based out of somewhere in Europe, which I understand why you guys are, why a lot of things are based then on European styles. But I know American and Canadian. I've seen a lot of guys that play this in Canada too. We have our similar versions in North America here, and it's just nice to see some great mods made for us now. And yeah, so I guess just to end it here, I wasn't shitting on anyone for the way they farm or anything like that, or Giants for sticking to what they know. I'm very grateful for this mod pack. It really excites me because I've been very much stuck recently with how FS25 with some of the mods that are just kind of not great mods. I felt stuck on some of the stuff, and I'm just super excited to have this new pack, and kind of gets me wanting to play Farm Sim again. And I'm sure you guys could tell in some of the videos previous that I just had no ambition to play. So, yeah. But I want to continue to grow this, so I need to figure that out on my own. Figure out how to stay excited for this, because this mod pack really piques my excitement right now. And I hope there's some more mods that really get me happy, and I hope there's a map. That would be a big thing at some point if we get some maps that are pretty decent too. Anyways, you guys probably all disliked the video like 5 minutes into this rant and whatever, but I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick tour of all these amazing pieces of equipment. Thank you, Giants, or Giant Software. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy the video that's going to come out here in probably a half hour. I think I'm going to post that very well. I think it's time to come out in a half hour. So yeah. Anyways, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of my videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.